A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As we begin today, greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change. Stop options trading Friday. Friday, March the 22nd. I am in Indiana. Grateful to be here in Indiana. I want to say good morning to the team. Good morning, Lance. Good morning, Dr. J. I am on location in Panera Bread. Let me know how I'm sounding, Lance and Dr. J, if you can hear me. Also, let me know about the background music, not as loud as yesterday. Different location, but I don't want competing noise. So let me know. Sounds great. Okay, so far so good. Alrighty. Good morning, Dan the Man. Good morning. Okay. I just checked my delay. I have a 3-second delay. That's pretty good. Being on the road with public Wi-Fi. I'm grateful for that. Today we will get back to sticking with the rules. Allowing the first 30 minutes to go by unless we see a clear setup. We'll leave speculation and anticipation out of our trading and just focus on confirmation and continuation. So glad everybody is here. I want to wrap this week up strong. Today I am in Tennessee. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. And it's quite interesting. I got some really nice video footage I will be uploading this weekend. With less than 1 minute left, I'm going to go ahead and get this day started. I want to remind everyone that it's very important for us to stay disciplined. We want to be victorious in our rules. We want to be victorious in our discipline. As long as we are victorious in our rules and victorious in our discipline, we will do fine, guys. Let's make today our best trading day ever. And that is not P&L wise. That is sticking to your rules, following the rules, and reinforcing necessary disciplines. Okay, guys, here we go. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Hamza is in the building. Walaikum assalam, brother Hamza. How are you doing today, brother? Thank you for joining us. The gang is all here. The usual suspects are in the building. I have a 522 put pulled up, and I have a 521 call pulled up. I'm not taking a trade, just letting you know what I have chosen, what's in the chamber. We have a pre-market high of 523 and a pre-market low of 521.50. As you know, the first 5 minutes, very volatile. Let's look at the daily chart real quick, guys. Matter of fact, let's start off with that. Let's start off with the weekly chart. And for the week, we can see that the Bears have lost the week. They lost control of this week anyway. We had a lot of indecision coming into this week. Nice doji candle, shooting star, not textbook, but a shooting star nonetheless. And we had a gap up Monday. The Bears had control slightly, momentarily, but after that, it has been the bull show from the 513 all the way up to the 524.11. Going into next week, I will start looking to trade a weekly contract based on the weekly candle. Flipping, meaning when this candle went from red to green, here where that happened at the 514 is where I'm going to start taking a call. Vice versa, if the candle flips from green to red, it is there I will take a put. I'm going to keep that in mind. But one thing about the SPY is not going down anytime soon. So we can rest assured about that. So for the week, the bulls are still in charge for the week. Now let's look at the day. Yesterday, we had a very nice gap up. A huge gap up. But we had a gap and a baby crap. Meaning we had the gap, put in a new high. But right after that, we had profit taking and a very slow grind down, leading into this morning. I will probably be interested in looking at a put if we get below the 521.3 area, and we'll look to take that to the 520.5 area. That will be my plan on that. A 521.3 entry. Let's go ahead and write that down. $521.3. and take that to 520.5. That'll be a 522 put. That'll be a 522 put. Okay. Now in the opposite direction. I don't know where I would feel comfortable buying a call at the top of the market. Who is going to be the brave soul to come in with some new money and buy at the top of the market? Well, it's not going to be me. And if we just simply look at the daily chart, we can see that even the red days that we have had in the past have only been used to take the market higher. The red days have only been used to take the market higher. Red days have only been used to take the market higher. Means the bulls use red days as liquidity, causing the bears to get squeezed. Their squeezing takes the market higher. New bulls add to that and make profit as it goes up. But liquidity has to be grabbed. And there's not enough liquidity right now to take the market higher. Switching to the 30-minute chart now. Let's take a look at that. We're looking at here. Here is a little bit more of that breakdown on the 30-minute chart, where I would like to see an entry, where I would like to see a profit target. First profit target anyway. Second profit target be a whole dollar amount of 519 potentially.
That was her sacrifice in the world, right? She wasn't moving to
Okay. Just to draw that end zone area. But now as we look at the 30-minute chart, we can also see a little bit. There is a little liquidity, and it can be provided by the end of day bears from yesterday. The end of day bears. But I kind of had a feeling that these end of day bears were attempted to get squeezed as pre-market. The price did go back up to 523. Let's take a look at that now as well. So after yesterday's close, okay, the market post and pre-market, we can see the drop and the push. If we're not able to get back up at least to the 522 area, I would be interested in taking a short this morning, as this would be some low-hanging fruit. Shout out Val, shout out Alex. The market dropped, okay, had a little bit of sideways consolidation, got it right back up to the same area of the 523, which also kind of formed a double top, triple top. If you go into post market, we had a drop from there to the 521. A potential trade could be catching a reversal pattern, reversal signal in this area, and taking it back down to the 521. But I'm more interested to see if we break over the 523. Now here is some momentary liquidity, as we had early morning bears this morning, but more so, it was profit-taking bulls. Profit-taking bulls. But there is a clear area of resistance, and that's why we allow the charts to form just a little bit more so that we will be able to get a much clearer picture. I do see a little baby algo right here. We are in a uptrend right now, coming from the low of the 521. But I want to see it continue to expand. If not, with the break of this baby algo, might be interested in entering an early put, but only after 10 o'clock. I will do no trading before 10 o'clock, sticking back to my rules. Okay. This is that small algo that I drew up close and personal. As we reach closer to the 945, we know the first 15 minutes can trick you. So we will continue to be patient. And keep in mind, today is Friday. Okay, now we're good. There's that continuation. And guys, that's why I said I would be interested in an early put if we were to break this structure. However, regardless of it happening, I am not taking any trades before 10 o'clock, sticking to the rules, allowing my rules to guide me, not the market. The market will always present an opportunity to take profits, but our discipline is what will remain and allow us to stay consistent. But that is the reason why I wanted to take that potential early trade. But my discipline won't allow me to, unless we have a clear setup right out of the playbook. But we understand what's going on. The first 15 minutes now have gone by. And we are continuing in that selling algo. Getting closer to 521. And if you guys remember, that is where I would like to take my entry at. The 521.3 area. The 521.3 area is where I would like to take my entry at. We are getting very, very close to that. See, today is a day where I knew the play that was going to happen. I knew once we broke this particular algo, we were going to have that downward action if the market wasn't able to get back up. But today it was just more important for me to follow my rules rather than to jump out there on this trade. The same way we were able to see the algo set that up, all we have to do is just be patient. If it's good now, it'll be good later. It's nothing like the discipline of sitting here being frustrated, but it pays off. We can't be emotional. We have to be meticulous. But clearly you can see the break. You can clearly see the break out of the algo, then with the continuation. Getting close to that area, and that is why I'm interested in the 521.3, which is underneath this. Very nice hammer put in. Appearing to be. Please excuse that noise. Potentially. Dan says hammer forming. Potential hammer time. Looking at 5 minute. Still within. We do have some competing algos here. Let me draw the other one as well. I don't have to draw it. It's sufficient that if we get back above the 522, that would be an area that I would take a call. We get back above the 522 area, I will take a call here as we will be back into that controlled selling, and bears have provided liquidity that the bulls can take advantage of to potentially get it back up to pre-market high. Very interesting. longer we wait, the clearer things become. And when we take a step back and look on a larger scale, we would definitely like to see that continuation on the 30 minute. We would like to see the candle potentially close in the area of the 521.5 and then have a continuation candle. That will bring us right down to my first expected potential profits. If that happens, it doesn't have to. If anyone tells you that they know what the market is going to do, they are lying. No one really knows. All we can do is watch. All we can do is read the imprints that the market leaves in the form of candles and understand that all biasness, whether it be fundamentals, whether it be technicals, whether it be you got a tip at 7-Eleven or the gym, all expressions have to be formulated by hitting the buy and sell button. And when that happens, within a 2-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, 30-minute time frame, there is a candle that will represent the decision of that moment. And that candle, that imprint, means something. And if you add them together, you will be able to see a pattern. And this is also why I have chosen a 521 call as well. As now the bulls are attempting to use the bear liquidity to take them to the 523 area. If anyone has had an opportunity to study the charts lately, then we want to wait for it to close. But right now, this is a pattern. Can anyone call out what pattern this is? I'll look in the chat. And of course, it has to close. But can anyone tell me what pattern this is looking like right now? And you saw the Oh, you know I was going right to you too, Dan. Very good answer. Bullish engulfing pattern. That is exactly what is temporarily forming right now. Now we're going to have a little bit of resistance right here at the top of the algo. That is going to be expected. But what we want to see in less than 30 seconds is the candle close here, potentially have a breather, and then come back and then start the squeezing process. If that doesn't happen, then the bears can use these early bulls as liquidity to go further down, just as they did out the gate. So that's why it's so important to let the candle close. As we have 5 minutes left until 10 o'clock, starting to get a little excited. Starting to get a little excited.
Yeah.
Now, that hammer still is present, Dan, on the 30-minute chart. Yes, we do have an upper wick, but nonetheless, we have a tail that is double the size of the real body. Again, that's why this 522 area is potentially important for me, as I would like to see a trade above the 522 going back up to pre-market highs. Now, we will have to make a slight adjustment if we do take this trade for the call, and that is because there is a upper wick. So this upper wick means that at the 522.4, bear stepped in and rejected higher prices. So I just can't trade with price. I just can't take a trade with price trading above the 522 because of this wick. To be on the safe side, I would have to wait until above the 522.4 in order for me to take a safe trade in this area. The yellow there means caution. Pay attention. An area of interest. So that would be what? 522. 522.5. Let's go ahead and write that down. For a call, I will be looking at 522.5 to get in. We'll be looking at a 521 call. And my profit target would be initially 523.1 pre-market high. And my second profit target would be resistance, of course, 523.5. Okay. Now let's also add our second profit target here for the put, which would be 520, which would be 519 too. Okay, and there we have it. Looking for a 522 put or a 521 call. Looking to get in around the 521, looking to get out around the 520 for the first profit taking area, 525. Second would be 519.2 if we decide to take a call. Looking at a 521, entering around the 522.5 area, taking at the 523.1, then possibly the 523.5, which would be, if that happens, a whole dollar move on the price, which could be a 70-cent move in the option chain. We're also looking at the big algo. We are still in a little bit of a downtrend right now. I really need to add these. About to watch me add a selling algo right now. Selling algo. We're going to make that purple.
Yes.
Okay. And this is that 520 profit taking area that I was showing. And also the bottom of that algo is that 519. This is that controlled selling that we're still in because the market is still rising at all-time highs. And the bottom of that selling algo is that 519.2 area. And that also lines up with this right here on the chart as well. The 10 o'clock hour is upon us, and I am grateful and happy for the 10 o'clock hour. Okay. Again, no clear setups, no trade. Understanding what is going on definitely gives us an edge, but we don't trade until we have clear structure with confirmation and continuation. So I was going to draw that competing algo, but it lines up with the 522. So I want to keep the chart clear and not confuse anyone. Don't want to confuse anyone. Again, just looking for a clear setup on the charts. And here we potentially get ready to go looking for that continuation candle. Looking for that continuation candle. And there we are at the 522.3. Still a lot of bearish pressure.
Yeah. That the my delivery driver's out today, so
Yep. And again, now you see why I had to move my entry to the 522.5. We hit that 522.3, but it could not be trusted, as I explained, because of that upper wick. Because of that upper tail, we have to wait until that upper wick, we have to wait until that is cleared for potential entry. As I stated, because of this wick, and that's exactly why I moved my area from the 522.3 to 522.5. So we got to that 522.3, did not get to the 522.5, and we are still battling here, trying to turn what once was support into resistance. Now, looking at the 30-minute chart, you can still see a very aggressive downtrend, a very aggressive selling trend that we are in. And the bulls have not been able to shake it. The bulls have not been able to shake it.
How was that? Yep.
Okay. And that's the beauty when we take steps back and look at larger time frame. As you know, we like to get a confirmation on 3 different time frames. Well, we know that the weekly is green. However, the daily chart, what is that right now currently for today? The weekly is green, and we have indecision so far today. We have doji for today, marking indecision. that the market hasn't made up its mind, there's no reason for us to be trading yet either. Remember, this is the S&P 500. There are hundreds of millions, billions of dollars under management. So there are some institutions that have to trade all the time, regardless. They cannot not trade. The beautiful thing about us being retail traders is that we are not in that same situation. And we have the ability to pick and choose when we want to be involved and when we want to stay on the sidelines. And it just so happens that right now is a good time to be on the sidelines.
Yeah. Really? We couldn't hit a money there.
Now, with the adjustment of this algo, it is lining up to the area where I would like to take the trade. Potentially, if we get to that area. Again, it'll be outside of the algo, breaking of the pre-market low, forcing these bulls to cover. And that's what I want to be involved in. I want to be involved in these bulls cover. No clear structure, no reason to be trading. A lot of indecision, a lot of back and forth. Very easy for us to ignore. I'm sorry today is not more exciting, guys, but I still want to ask you to hit the like button. I don't have my laughing machine, so that's me. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I truly appreciate it. Very excited about the direction we're going. I had a very, very powerful conversation yesterday to help give me some guidance. Yes, we are. We are staying safe together. They're just watching the show. It's like that sometimes. Please believe when an opportunity presents itself, we will take advantage. We're just snipers, just waiting. We've identified the area where bears would cover. If the market price was able to get to the 522, bears would be in trouble, and it is in this area that they will probably start covering or taking profits if they were an earlier bear. Late bears will stop out. Early bears will take profit. Either way, price potentially trading above the 522.5 area will have more of a bullish sentiment because the bears will be covering. Now, we do know that the bulls are all over the place, but these bulls for today are in a lull. And we know that they have support here at the 521.4 area. So if the bears were able to push the price down below this area, that could potentially cause these bulls to cover. Bulls covering is selling, and we would like to join them. Our joy, their pain, same direction. So right now we're just being patient. You can also see here on the line chart, she is tap dancing on the line chart. However, you can see this is a shoulder that was created here. This is a head. This is another shoulder. So there is a head and shoulder, guys. Now what happens with the head and shoulder, we don't know. It could continue in the direction it was going. It could turn around and reverse, or it could go sideways. But we are still identifying that this is an area. Now, don't let this throw you off from the other charts, because the line chart doesn't leave an impression until after the 5 minutes have closed. So you can't go off of that until after the 5 minutes. So I don't want that to confuse you, but I just wanted to show and highlight to make it just a little bit easier for you to see that we are trending up. Even though we've had a drop, the market found a base at 521 and has yet to go below it again. So with all of this bullish action above the 521, this is why I said in the mind frame of a bull, what area would the bulls start covering? What area would the bulls stop out? What area would the bulls take profit? And I find that to be beneath the 521 at the 521.3. So it is here that I will be interested in a put. Same thing with this large bearish action here. What area would these bears start trying to cover in? And I've determined that to be right where it is. Look at that. Lined up perfectly on the Fibonacci. Who knew? This will be a 60. This is a 50% retracement on this downward move. This will be a 61% retracement on this downward move, which means the probability of the price getting here and bears covering is pretty good. Good enough for me to sit and wait and take the trade if it does happen. Again, sometimes I'm tempted to buy on the bottom part of the algo, but I don't feel that now because we have put in a lower high. And as of yet, we haven't gotten back to the pre-market high. So this is still looking like some low-hanging fruit that could potentially reverse and have a downward day. But no one knows. We can't predict. All we can do is wait, watch, and take action when the market presents an opportunity. I want a special shout out to those of you who tune in and watch the replay. We have quite a few people who tune in and watch the replay, and I want to let you know that you are appreciated as well, and we look forward to the day when you guys can trade with us live as well. Please feel free to reach out to me as you've been doing on Instagram at Some Real Change. With any questions you may have, my DM is always open.
Tomorrow is my last long run race. I think they're doing 10. I'll probably do 11. 2 set extra. I can do the distance right now.
Now you guys can see it a little more. Like I said, I just didn't want to draw it, but it's right here. But just to show you. Whoops. Sorry about that.
They've gotten better, but people lapsed.
We don't need to draw anything else on the screen. Don't want to confuse anyone. I just put up the small algo for those of you who want to learn. And you see how the market is obeying it and staying inside of it. If you can't see it here, it might be easier for you to see on the line chart right here. But nonetheless, it is happening. And remember, you can't go by the action. See where it is when it closes. As the 5-minute chart leaves an impression on the close. Right now, we had that head and shoulders, guys. And a potential break out of this area. We want to make sure they're serious about it. So we want to wait until we know all the bulls from this morning are in a position to cover.
It's outside. Yeah, it's been bothering me too. They look like a big.
Setting alarms. And there you have it. Once you set your alarms, you no longer have to stare at your screen. Allow the stock to play out. Take your time, be patient.
Now, I've got like a water meter in my front yard. Got to open that thing up there.
Starting to get interesting. It's starting to get interesting.
Black.
We're getting closer to what we would like to see, guys. And we would like to see this candle here close either at this area, preferably below it, and then we would like to see that next candle be that continuation candle. And that's what we want, not the confirmation candle. Because if we would have got in now, you see how you could get whipsawed, see how you could get tricked. So we don't want that confirmation candle. We want that continuation candle. Because see, there's going to be a fight here. Because remember, this is the area where a lot of these early bulls will start covering. So they're averaging down right now. They're averaging down. They're buying more. They're spending money to save it. So you have to understand what is happening in this area. And that's exactly what you just witnessed right in front of your eyes. The bulls knowing that they're in trouble in this area. And they saying, wait a minute, let's buy instead of stopping out. And this beautiful bottom tail indicates exactly that. I love it. You can see exactly what were on their minds. When you know the areas and you can identify the areas, then you can expect certain behavior. And they did what they were supposed to do because they were very close to stopping out. And that's what we do. We don't come with any bias. We're snipers. We're gatherers and hunters. We gather information. We hunt both sides. We identify the area of weakness, and we lay in wait for the trade to come into that area. And if it doesn't happen, then we just keep on watching the show. Lance asked, was that a 1 minute head and shoulder? No, Lance, that head and shoulder was on the 5 minutes. Now, whoa, look at this. We have a beautiful green hammer here on the 2 minute chart. A beautiful green hammer. We're trading above it. I kind of like it. Yes, I kind of do. I kind of like it. I cannot tell a lie. I kind of like it. I cannot tell a lie. I kind of like it. I cannot tell a lie. But I've already identified the safer area for the call, and that's what we're going to stick with. There is a safe area. The 30-minute candle. We have a new 30-minute candle. Let's see what that looks like. A new 30-minute candle. Oops. Yes, we're ready to snipe. Lance said we closed lower day. We tested lower day and closed the inverse cup. Yes, we did. I need to go run and grab my cord real quick, guys. I'll be right back. I'm not going to get a cuppa. I'm going to get some electricity.
Kind of sitting in on it. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? I woke up one day and I was yep, find us. Well, Jackson, his
All right, I am back.
Eric picks on something, I'll see it. Shifts back up. Let's pick. Gotta be too lazy to shave it this week.
Again, guys, it's starting to look like a low-hanging fruit day, as the market is not, for now, having the ability to get back up to pre-market high. Does anyone else have any thoughts, suggestions, comments, trade ideas that they would like to share with the team? I know you hear my voice, but we are all equal here. Everyone's thoughts is just as important. Everyone's plans is just as important. So it might be something that I don't see that we all might need to see. So if anyone has anything they'd like to put out, please type so in the chat. Two minutes left in the 5-minute candle. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute candle.
Right. I think I missed something. I found the dog in the wrong way.
What does the handle look like? Okay. 7:30. Okay. I can show you a little better here, Lance, on the 2-minute chart. Okay. You have the cup right here, Lance. Here's the cup. And here is the handle. Here's the cup. And here is the handle. So I'll show you. Also want to check my bigger algos, see what's going on right now. We are still in that selling algo, but you can tell by these bottom wicks that the bulls are buying up lower prices. But here's the cup, buddy. The cup was completed here. This is the handle that we're having experiencing right now. Actually.
Thank you. I think what I did find out here last week. I don't want to eat. There's a new ocean.
A lot of time left on this candle.
Still like I better. Yes.
It's very tempting, guys, but this is the confirmation candle, not the continuation candle. So it's at my area, but I am not getting in now because this is the confirmation candle. This is not the continuation candle. Now, it could very well drop. I could very well miss it, but the discipline means more than anything. Imagine if I would have got in right now just because my alarm went off, just because the price was trading where I want to get in. I would be experiencing a little bit of whipsaw action right now. I would be experiencing a little bit of whipsaw action right now. But because we have that understanding of not just confirmation, but continuation, it allows us to be the third man out of the plane. To be honest, Lance, no one knows what is going to happen next. All we can do is prepare. As I am prepared to potentially take a put, but the discipline is going to make me wait another 2 minutes to make sure we have that continuation. If you don't, you can get caught in what's called a washout long. This is a very famous move by the Bulls, where they allow the stock market to drop to get bears to jump on it, and as soon as the bears jump in it, the Bulls come in, buy it up, squeeze the bears, and take it to a new high. Not only that, we've also identified that in this area, the Bulls have to put up a fight. If they don't put up a fight, the continuation candle that we're looking to get in will be a very easy profit-taking candle. We've already identified the algos. We've already identified the areas. All we have to do now is just be patient. And I'm not using a market order to get in. I'm not even using an ask order to buy ask. I am going to get in on the ladder. I have a price that I would like to get in, and I want to get in from the ladder possible. Now, before I let them move past me, then I will get in with a market order. But a lot of times, and there are often, and you guys experience as well, you jump in with a market order and you'll immediately be down. Well, we want to avoid that. So what I want to do is stay ahead of the ladder. The 117 is lit up. I want to touch the 119 just in case she breaks. Less than 30 seconds left on the 5-minute candle. It's the discipline, guys. It's the discipline. So now I am in a put. I understand it's going to be, and I did the same thing here. I thought the move was going to break, and I got in with a market order, and immediately it was down. So I'm going to have to continue to practice getting in on the ladder. We'll practice that. We'll get better at that. having a better entry. We are now beginning the cover candle by pulls, potentially.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you this. Other than what's the big cemetery there? He smiled when I looked at him. He said that good to see your kid back. I reached out to her.
Okay, if I get just I probably should take that.
Yeah. Beauty.
Yes. I'll go under again and I'll look for it.
Again, everyone, I want to remind you, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just your teammate that's not just involved, but is committed to being a successfully profitable daily options trader. So please don't follow me blindly. I do not call out signals. I try to give an explanation. I try to give an understanding of what is happening and where it could potentially happen, and not based on my knowledge. I know nothing. I just have the ability to read. It is the market that is showing us where potential money can be made. It is the market that is showing us where the easier trades are. So when that happens, if you're comfortable with the explanation and you understand the information, then take the trade at your own risk. But don't take a trade that you do not understand. I appreciate you guys for your time as well. There are many, 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 many people. There are many, many people you could be watching. I thank you guys for being here. There are many you could be watching.
Right.
It's not normal.
And that is for those people who are watching the replay. Everybody here that's trading live, they know that I don't call out signals. I try to give an explanation and an understanding. And then based on that, whatever you decide to do, we will support you as a team does.
Sales, I used to take
1 minute left on this 5 minute chart. We're not getting the movement that I thought we would get, and that happens as no one knows what the market is going to do. But we know that the bulls are fighting to keep from covering. Will it happen? All we can do is be patient and wait. And I plan to wait. I plan to do just that. Hopefully, some of you all got a better entry than I did and are already in profits. The bulls are in trouble here, guys. If they do not take this candle, the bulls are in trouble here. As we now cruise into the profit zone area, guys, I was only responsible for getting you here. How much profit you take is now up to you, your understanding, and your trading plan. Please trade according to your trading plan.
There's something wrong.
Right, right. I get that. I remember seeing
Yeah.
And we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes left on this morning show. So grateful that you guys have taken the opportunity to come trade with me. So grateful that you guys are on this journey with me as we're on this journey together. Again, the Bulls are holding on here, but they're holding on for dear life. They're holding on for dear life, guys. And I repeat, once I've gotten you into profit, guys, in the car, please feel free to get out wherever you would like to, wherever you're comfortable with. Please trade accordingly. All right. Good deal. Yes, yes. As we have 2 minutes left on today's morning show, so glad that everyone is in profit. Grateful for that. I'll give you a call back, bro. All right.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. More potential money on Monday, Lance. And we know you trade with large size, Lance, so that was a very nice move for you. Grateful that you were able to make some money with that call. I'm going to hold on just a little bit longer as I'm trying to formulate this discipline. I cannot lie, it is difficult. But shout out to Cool Charles, okay, who has been advising me to hold for longer profits.
Yeah.
Shout out to our teammate. We've reached the 10 o'clock hour, guys. And I can't thank you enough for being a part of this journey. And remember to use this weekend to study. Study this week. Study your losses as we gain more knowledge by studying our losses than we do studying our wins. So study your losses. I know that might be hard for some of you, as you might not have a lot of losses to study. But find losses and study losses. For it is not what to do, it is what not to do that we want to be more aware of. For surely if we exercise what not to do, what to do, will take care of itself. I can't thank you guys enough. I look forward to being back with you here on Monday, God willing, as I will now hop in my Mercedes Benz that I've appropriately named Carl. Carl and I have some road to burn up. So I thank you guys. And before you go, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it would be greatly appreciated. And I'm thankful. This is Abdul Shabazz for some real change. Stock options trading journey. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Bye for now.
I thought that was a top thing.
How about you stay around?